This was my favorite lens from last year. I reviewed it on my Nikon ZF and praised it for its micro contrast and color rendition. Now we have a Fujifilm X version and I really want to see how it is going to perform on the demanding 40 megapixel sensor of the X-T5. So today I'm going to review the Meike 55mm f1.8 Pro lens. My name is Andrei Dima, I'm a professional travel photographer and I love reviewing lenses. So for more reviews, subscribe and check out my older videos. The Meike 55mm f1.8 Pro is well built for a budget lens. Plastic but good quality plastic. It's like a Nikon DSLR lens and the aperture ring is made from metal. Yes, it has an aperture ring. The aperture ring has clicks, it is nice to use, it feels better than on the one I used on my Nikon ZF. I am glad to see this. It's not a big change, but it is noticeable. The focus ring is made from rubber, again really nice quality, better than the previous lenses. It turns smoothly and it is a joy to use if you like to manual focus. Don't worry, this lens has autofocus. The mount is metal, it has an USB Type-C port for future updates and a rubber gasket that helps to protect the camera and the lens. But the lens is not fully weather sealed. I used it in very high humidity conditions and light rain and had no problems with it. The lens hood is made from good quality plastic. If you follow the channel, you know how much I hate bad lens hoods and this one is really good. The lens cap is also nice. The paint on the lens is grey and I really like that because it doesn't stand out so much. And also the paint on the front is grey so you won't get weird reflections in your shots when you use filters. The filter thread is 58mm, the minimum focus distance is 55cm, but more on this later. The weight of the lens is 360 grams. This is a big lens compared to other lenses for the Fujifilm X mount, but as you will see later, it is worth it. The lens structure is 11 elements in 8 groups. It has double-sided multi-layer coating, 2 ED lenses, 2 high refraction lenses, 1 ultra-high refraction lens to effectively control chromatic aberrations, ghosting and flare. The autofocus on this lens is the best Meike has made so far. It was great on the Nikon ZF and it is just as good as any Fujifilm lens. The 55mm f1.8 Pro has really good and fast autofocus for photography in single and continuous autofocus, as you can see here. The video autofocus is good as it can be because we all know the Fujifilm AF is not the best. If you want a lens for video, get this one. Another great thing for video makers is that this lens has no focus bleeding, as you can see here. Let's talk about the image quality because this is where this lens shines. The first thing you will see, and you will see it wide open, is the beautiful micro contrast that you rarely see on a lens in this price range, even on the demanding sensor of the X-T5. This lens is sharp from f1.8 with great contrast in the center of the frame. The far corners are slightly soft, but the overall image looks amazing. This lens deserves the Pro badge for its amazing micro contrast. Stop down to f2.8 for great image quality from corner to corner. Stopping down further to f4 improves the contrast of the corners. From here, the image quality is amazing until f11. Another thing I noticed with this lens and I love are the colors. They look like the ones on the Zeiss 2 with 32mm that I reviewed a while back. Don't know what Meike did, but this lens renders colors beautifully, and combined with that micro contrast makes this lens a good option if you don't mind the size. This would go great with the XH2 and XH2S. The minimum focus distance is 55cm and the image quality is good starting from f1.8 and great at f2.8. The bokeh looks nice and smooth in my opinion. Flare, you can see some flare if you shoot directly into a powerful source of light, but they look good in my opinion and they don't reduce contrast at all. Chromatic aberrations. You can see some purple fringing wide open, but you rarely need to look for it. Very well controlled. And lastly, wide open, you get some vignetting that is easy to correct in post. Overall, a great performance from the Meike 55mm f1.8 Pro in my opinion. And keep in mind I tested this lens on the X-T5. On other cameras, this lens may perform differently. The build quality is great, the rubber gasket is a plus, it has great autofocus for photography and video, the image quality is very good starting from f1.8, special I might add. It is a bit big but lightweight, so if you are looking for a lens like this, I highly recommend the Meike 55mm f1.8 Pro lens, especially for video. This is the best lens Meike made so far and a special one in my opinion. If this video was helpful, please subscribe, like, and if you want to support the channel even more, use the links in the description at no extra cost to you. Also, check out my presets and written reviews on my website. Thank you for watching, see you next time.